Yeah, I think I have the conversation, then have like a loading screen, and then
we were told
fight.
That there would be no interference from the authorities.
Because I die. No interference in what? What's going on here?
You simply fought your way in here to ask questions, did you?
You're damn right.
You will regret this, you know. Believe it or not, we've been given dispensation to do our business here.
Oh.
The humans talk a great deal about how very wrong slavery is. But isn't it funny how quickly the smell of gold overcomes such ideas?
I tend to shut you down, even so. I think that's what you go with, yeah.
And I intend to see you pay for the damage you've already done. In blood.
Bum, bum, bum. Yeah, so I died in that fight, that first attempt, so I had to redo this fight. Because there's a bunch of shit in here. There's like 7 or 8 guys with shields, 4 archers, including the chick. So this is a pretty big fight. Yeah, but they do appear to be slaves. We now have confirmation of the fact that they are slaves, which sucks. And Poop Butt's about to go down, so this fight. Oh, never mind. Got the clutch heal. I think I group heal. Yeah. Yeah, but this fight's very, 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 very hard for me. For whatever reason, there's like 20,000 guys with swords and shields, like 12 assassins. I'm exaggerating, of course, but I found it pretty hard. I even thought about using an earthquake. That's how much I was hating this level. I go through a bunch of health potions in this one room alone. It is crazy. But I do have like 40 gold. I can go back and make a shit ton more, so I'm not really losing out on too much. Yeah, but looks like he's about to die. He's taking a lesser health potion, so he does die. So I think I revive him right now. Yeah. Yeah, but this area in general is really fucking hard. And then I realized, yeah, when you're about to die. So let's not have you die. Yeah, so this area is pretty cool because, well, not cool, but it's hard for me, this fight, as I keep mentioning. And I did want to look up Tevinters, if I could ever spell that right. Nope, I couldn't. I don't know, they always sound like they're the bad guys. I'm not really sure why. I mean, I think they started the Blight. The Blight came from the Tevinters, if I'm correct. Yeah, there's... Okay, so... I think so. I don't know. Tevinters sounds like an interesting place. But they've always been like the pseudo-bad guy. Yeah, slavery, that's right. So it's still legal for elves and humans and even Canary to be sold in slavery in Tevinter. So I guess it's not really them that's bad, it's just that their culture is bad. You know, the fact that they think slavery is okay and stuff like that. Okay, relations with other nations. I don't know, this fight's gonna take a while, so... I'm going to look up and talk about Tevinter then, I guess. Okay, so to most Theodosians, it is a corrupt and degenerate, blah 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 blah, that must be feared until it can be converted. Okay, so, not the happiest of campers. But I don't really know if there's like an accent that you can just hear. According to Dagna, the Imperial Magistrate or the Lord kept records of... Yep, blah blah blah. Okay. I don't know, I always think that they're bad guys even though they're probably not. There is hope because one of them in Dragon Age Inquisition is actually pretty cool. I think this fight's coming close to an end. Hopefully. I'm pretty sure I petrified the chick in the back. Looks like I did. And now she's unpetrified, so... Terrible time to mention that. I wanted to stun, and then they just kill Win right away. I was like, God damn it. So now I have to use just health potions. I lose all my greater health potions, but I have more potent health potions, so I'm not really too worried. But now I have to try and like stem the bleeding as much as I can. I have Poop Blood fighting the 2 archers in the background. I have Liliana, like, I think 1v1ing someone. I think Alistair's going 2v1, so it does take a while. Because Poopa is getting some terrible rolls here. I think Liliana might die. Because she's stunned, and so is Alistair. Yeah, Liliana, just go down. Okay. I'm pretty sure during this entire, like, house, we all go down at least once or twice. I even use a deep mushroom. Wow. For Stenma. Okay, so Alistair looks like he's 3v1ing now. While I'm trying to just backstab this asshole. It's taking too long, so I was like, fuck it, I'll just use my, one of my abilities that I'm blanking on the name of it. Try to help the assassin out, or try to help kill the assassin, and he just disappeared into freaking nowhere. So I was like, fuck it, I'll just go after Deviria. Because she's the only ranged hero, ranged bad guy we have left to fight. And ranged people are very annoying when it comes to fighting in general. Because they have Shattering Shot, which is a really annoying spell. Because it stuns not only one person, but it could potentially stun your entire team, and it's like, ugh. The struggle is real, my friends. When it comes to, I think it's Shattering Shot. I think that's what it's called, or something along those lines. Scatter Shot. It's some kind of shot that I'm not a fan of, or at least not a fan of getting hit by, I should say. Using it on people, I'm totally fine with that. So Liliana, and I think I give it to Alistair because I don't really need Wynn to have like tons of attack speed since she's a mage. And I don't know what Alistair's was. I think it was a penalty to magic or something, which could potentially harm the fight. So I was like, okay, might as well. Just some random loot in here. Wondering if I can make any potions right now, which I cannot because I don't have enough. Not sure what I'm missing. Probably Concentrator Agent. That's probably what I'm missing the most of. I do definitely go out of my way to get a butt ton more. Fucking that stupid spell. Which I think I give it to Liliana, but I don't think I make her like put it on a tactic slot. So I gotta do that. I don't do that this entire recording session, so it's not critical shot. Critical shot just means you get guaranteed crits. I stacked my stuns on that. That was awful. Yeah, if you stack stuns on enemies, it doesn't like compound. It's not like, oh, you are now stunned for longer. It just sort of says, oh, you wasted your stun. It's like, oh, okay. That worked out and not how I wanted it, you know? But he was like the last guy anyway, so it's not exactly the biggest problem. Ah, this trap. This trap was annoying. I'm like, okay, I can see the trap. I can see the trap. Why are you not letting me get the prompt here, trapped? But I didn't want anyone to move forward, so we're just gonna sit here and take damage. So apparently you're supposed to look at the twig at the back. Twig? A little stick that has the trigger on it. Yeah, not exactly the best, most opportune time, because we definitely just stood there for like 10 minutes getting our butts kicked. We shot at, I should say. We aren't dying, it's just annoying to have arrows in your face. Because I would have been a Grey Warden, but I took an arrow to the knee. I'm so sorry. I'm bringing it back, apparently. I remember that when that was a huge, like, meme.
I'm off.
Whereas the weird people would say, Maymays. Stupidest thing I've ever heard. No, that's how it's spelled, but it's not how you pronounce it. Okay, so then the next room is where we had the confrontation with the, I guess the head slaver is the best way to put it. And that fight was freaking annoying in both recording sessions. Like, it was never a fun time fighting this guy. And I would have totally not fought him, but I didn't have enough for the counter argument, and I'll get into that once we actually talk to the dude and talk about counter arguments. Because I don't want to spoil it, but at the same time I need to mention it. Yeah, but this next fight, it's just a real pain in the butt. There's a lot of guys there. It's like 4v12 or something, 4v20. It's stupid. But here's the head slaver that's from Tevinters.
I am Caladrius, and you, I assume, must be the Grey Warden I've heard so much about.
Get to the point. What do you want? Pretty sure that's what I go with.
What I want is for my business here to be concluded smoothly. If that requires that you and I come to some terms, then so be it.
Do you think you can bribe me?
I've heard that you're trying to erode Loghain's support. It must be a difficult task. It's
Not
like
really.
washing away a mountain.
I mean, Arl Howe had, like, prisoners getting tortured, so... how can you help?
Truth be told,
Exactly.
there was always a limit to how long we were going to be able to operate here. We've paid for many of Loghain's troops, but once the Landsmeet is done, we become inconvenient. So, here is my offer. 100 sovereigns from you for a letter with the seal of the Terran of Loghain upon it, implicating him in all of this. Then, we leave a few days earlier than planned with our profits and remaining slaves unharmed.
I feel dirty. We're not considering this, are we?
So, do we have a deal? Even you must admit it's much better than resorting to barbarism.
So you
yes?
you can counter offer, give him a counter offer, which I think I do after I yell at him, seeing like if I expect how am I better than Loghain?
You're
Yeah,
not.
right there.
Did I say you were? I'm simply hoping the world is full of pragmatists, shall we say?
So I think I offer him a counter offer, or do I say no deal? Never mind.
Pity. Looks as if we shall have to settle this the hard way, then. My apologies.
So I did definitely try and do a counter argument last recording session, and that counter argument is actually pretty interesting. So you can either tell him to forget the money, take the letters, and let him take the slaves, or you can tell him to leave the slaves, leave the letter, and just take the money and go. Or you can tell him, I think it's give you the letter, take the money, leave the elves, something, I don't know, I forgot the last one. But yeah, the reason why this fight's very annoying is because he has an AoE that spreads across his entire room. So he has, I think this is one of them, the freezing field.
As you say.
There's another one where he does like a fire damage one, and then there's a, I don't know if there's a thunder, but I know there's two. So I was waiting for that to just to get the fuck out of the way. The reason why this fight's really hard is because there are quite a few dudes. There's 4 in total on the stairwell. There are both, like 2 on each stairwell. There's, I think, 6 other archers down on the ground. So maybe even more than that, 6 or 7. Let's see, 4, 7. The 2 guys here. So about 11 people altogether. And now here he has the fire thing that does damage over time in the area. Oh yeah, that's right. So for whatever reason, the AI, if you leave 2 of them in here and you tell 4 of them to go out, they don't actually all go out through the same door. It's like they start walking, and then I guess they get blocked, and then the AI just sort of says, okay, lol, what do I do? And doesn't actually leave, so instead they get stuck in this room running back and forth, and they get burned over and over and over and over again, and then just continue to do that unless you move them, like you physically go to their character and move them yourself. So I think in this revival we get Pooplet and Alistair back. Yes, we do. Good. And I think we just drink up potions instead of group healing because I don't have the mana. But yeah, it's a really annoying area, that room where they can get stuck and then just burnt, and it's like, ugh, game, what are you doyoing? Everyone's gonna drink potions except for maybe Alistair. No, Alistair does. Okay. Yeah, but there are a bunch of guys in here, and it gets kind of chaotic. I found that if you focus on the mage, that is the shittiest plan you could have. Although, I think I wanted to try and petrify him, but since he's a mage, he probably has very high nature resistance. Oh yeah, that's right. I can summon a wolf, and the wolf is like, my god, one of the coolest things I can have in a fight. One, you could just a motherfucking wolf, but two, it essentially turns into a 5th player on the team. And you can howl, and it makes all the defenses of the enemies lower, which is so cool. So cool. Yeah, but I have a cracked skull. That's not good. Never very fun when that happens. Yeah, I think I wanted to try and get rid of as many people as I can. That chain lightning did a shit ton of damage, and then everyone just used a potion, so we were good in the end, I guess. But yeah, if you focus the mage, then all the other guys, the other archers, just stun you, and then you have to deal with a mage and several stuns. So if you take out the archers, then you have to worry about the mage doing shit like this. And I'm pretty sure this AoE damage we're seeing right here can kill and affect his teammates. So he essentially is starting to kill a bunch of people on his own team. And I think it freezes him during the fight, which I thought was a great... I thought it was hilarious that he got himself frozen. But at the same time, that also shows why AoE magic spells in as a mage is never, in my opinion, it's not a very viable thing. Like, you can't exactly make an aggressive mage because you could potentially start killing your own allies, and then shit's gonna go bad, and, you know, it's never gonna be fun. So, I don't know, I don't really like the whole AoE damage, like Fireball or Chain Lightning, because you can hurt your own friends. And I don't really want to hurt my friends, so I need them to survive, and I don't want to lose all my health potions. But now that I found a way to get like a butt ton more, this spell is annoying. And I think 3 out of the 4 people are getting affected by it. It does damage over time, and freezes you in a single space. So you just sort of sit there, and if he's got like that huge giant AoE damage thing going like he did last time, you pretty much just take that as well as the magic spell where that, you know, ticks you down. It's annoying. There's quite a few annoying things in this level. That and this guy has a very high stun resistance. Yeah, right there he like only got 2 out of 3.
Enough!
But this thing gets a little more interesting.
It seems your reputation is an accurate one. I surrender.
Perhaps I should leave you at the mercy of these elves. That'd be fun.
Wait! Hear me out, kind sir. Were I to use the life force of the remaining slaves here, I could augment your physical health a great deal. Allow me to leave this place alive, and I would be more than happy to do this little service for you.
Little service? He is talking of blood magic. Surely you would not consider such a thing.
Not at all. I hate blood magic.
Most wise.
It's stupid.
Then
People get hurt a lot.
I don't suppose you would consider just letting me go.
Not at all, dude. You're selling my people.
Ah. Well,
let my people be
is a
free.
shame, isn't it?
So this is like a second round where you can fight him together as a team. I'm not really sure why they have this. But he has like 5 health, so you know, 1 dual wield swipe and a repose. You know, we're good. We saved everyone.